All right, let's take a minute out of this evening. Let's talk about what is going on in the stock market. The answer is simple. This is the most simple answer you're ever going to get, probably on any YouTube channel that does any analysis on the market. The answer is, drum roll, I have no idea. No idea. Nobody knows. Look at this. Look at this chart. You know what this chart is? It literally looks like a toddler drew on it. Those are actual indicators on the chart today, right there. Look, if you watch the live stream and you listen to the Discord chat, it's like, that's what it feels like to watch it in real time. A mess. Look at these. Just everywhere, right? SPY respects nothing. Technical analysis, don't care. Let's back it up. That looks a little more representable, right? Like it runs up, it just kind of consolidates, does nothing for a while, runs up. These are like normal-ish kind of days. And then, there we go. What causes this? There was no economic news today that causes this, right? So the market opened up pretty decent today. It opened up like 0.5% up or something around SPY. 415 was the open. Bet spikes up 416. The Discord, the guys are like, oh man, 416 is my breakout for SPY. I got it on the chart. Look at the chart. We look at the daily. Oh yeah, that's the breakout. Then you should see 420, 417, every analysis of this. Let me go find it, because I'm pretty sure this morning there was a good old-fashioned breakdown here of the calls and puts. Let's see. Need to buy to push to 412 and pass 414. That was in the middle of the day. Yeah, I don't know. I find it here somewhere. Actually, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to tell you right here. Tell you right here where it was. Let me just pause this. All right, I was sent over this by someone I know. This is someone else's analysis, but it runs in line with what I keep seeing, right? Key levels, watch on SPY. Support 414, 408, 405. Resistance 418, 424, 26. Let's break that down. 408 to 426. Or 405 to 426. Do you know how big of a range that is? That's the market right now. I mean, could see 405, could see 426. Throughout the day, what does that mean? That means that nobody knows, because that range is huge. On the SPY, that range is huge. Huge. It's big, right? This morning we saw a nice little consolidation. And then if we just look at, we're going to pull up 4 charts because they're all going to look pretty much the same. We're going to put it on a 10-minute time frame just so it's easier to kind of make out a little bit. We're going to take off the Bollinger Bands. All right, let's look at, let's pull up Apple right here. Pull that up next to it on a 15-minute. Oh, it was gross. Pull up Tesla. Put that on a 15. And we'll pull up, let's pull up Amazon. That's a big one, right? We'll put that on a 15. Okay. This is the market. Opens up great. 0.5%. Woo, yeah. Right, rally. We're going up. 5 minutes later. What is going on? That is the consensus. It can't keep going. No, it fucking kept going. And then guess what it did? It bounced a little bit. Had a little bouncy bounce, right? SPY had a little bounce, went up, bounce, went up, bounce. Tesla had a dead cat bounce. Amazon, dead cat bounce. And then at the end of the day, look, everyone's kind of stoked. We're like, oh yeah, man, it's all calls for printing. It's going good. And then boom, sell off into the bell, right? Look at this. Look at this. Just breaking down all of these lines. Yeah, the breakout point should be here. Look, top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just keeps topping. It could not get past this line, and then it fell from the heavens back down to 409.59, and in the after hours in 408. Which tells us what? Tells us the bear market is still very much full effect, and it also tells us you can't hold anything intraday. You have got to exit positions or they will get smoked. They will get completely wrecked. If you are trading options and you are holding through any of this, look, you could have bought puts at the top of the day that would have been damn near worthless at the end of the day. Now, granted, if you bought a 4.0, a 4.10 or something that closed at 4.09, you would have been somewhat still in the money for 0 days if you were playing that game, right? They're at 350, they've been up 20%. But during the day, bro, those things rocket ship. Let's see if we can pull up one of those contracts right here. Because holy balls. Let's see. We can view this right here. Oh, look at that. That is just insane how much that thing changed. Right? So we go to 6-1. Let's pull this chart up. Right here, this is a 410 put. This is even for the third, right? So I peaked at $5, closed at 3. I mean, you just cannot hold them. Look at how much value it lost over the course of the day. It just got absolutely wrecked. And if you were holding it through that, you just got absolutely destroyed. And if we look at the call side of it, let's just say you had 410 calls. Let's open that thing up. Smoked. Opens up at $7, right? Well, actually a little higher than that, over 7, dumps, comes down to 261, rides it back up to $5, and closes at 328. You simply cannot hold these. Now, you can day trade the ever-loving crap out of them. If you can find a way to time the market, which has been increasingly more difficult because it's just breaking through all of the supports, all the trend lines. You would look, we would in the Discord, if you listen, let's do the Elliott wave count. 5 waves down. Well, that's 1, 2, 3. That could be a C wave. And then up 1, 2, and then FU. Tanks back down. That is what we keep seeing. Going into every single trade day, I think the best plan of action, if you want to day trade options and you're not very good at it and you can't really sit there and watch them and you don't know really what you're looking at and you're just kind of going off signals, we're going to have to give the market a solid almost hour to open up and figure out what is happening, right? Because even here, look, we took Tesla this morning and Tesla looked solid off the open. Let me pull up Tesla. It always does this when I type it, TLSA. All right. You know, it looks solid, right? 771. That's kind of the breakout. Let's see, you know, 780, 794, 805, etc. Right? Tesla has a nice rally off the bell, dumps with everything else. Dead cat bounce, continues to dump, never recovers at all. Now, had we taken the trade off of this first candle, you could have bought puts, wrote them down. They would have got murdered a little bit on this way up, and then they would have been fine the rest of the day because the market does not care. Right now, we just see people. I think what we see, and this is just my personal opinion, is I think we are seeing market makers making money off of day traders. Day traders have been on the internet flaunting gains, flaunting all of these things. Oh, 500% here, we're up 50,000, we're up all this money. And I feel like at some point, the people who hold all the shares that you are leveraging with your contracts are like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to teach them a little lesson. Hey, everyone's buying calls. Yep, made money on those. What do we do? Well, we need to keep our money. So tank the stock, short it. Boom. They're making money on puts. Yeah, they're up a little bit, aren't they? Yeah, all right, watch this. Boom. Let's murk those things. Murk those contracts. Over and over again, it feels like that's what they're doing. It almost, if you trade options and you can't check the emotions out of the trade, and it can be hard. It can be really hard, especially if you have a small account. You're like, dude, I'm getting wrecked. It can feel so personal when you buy a contract and it immediately goes down. Instantly. You're like, oh man, this is it. Boom. Immediately. It feels like there's just somebody just standing there going, wait. Did you buy it? Yeah, you bought it. All right. Kim. It just hits the button, right? And sends it straight to hell. Don't hold them. We sat here today. Jacob showed up, traded a little bit of SPX with me on the downside. I want to say he made like $300 literally right here. Well, let me switch it over. Literally right here in the day, right? This drop on an SPX contract printed for him from like 7.7 to like 10.3 or something, right? $300 on this one little drop. Now, he could have held it a little longer, maybe made a couple more dollars on it. But also, if he held it any longer than that, it would have been worthless. It would have been worth nothing. And then we watched Market Montana on the Discord. Bank SPX call here, 0-day, high-risk trade. High-risk trade. It wasn't an expensive trade. It was like a $180 trade that he ended up selling, I think, at like $420. Went up a significant amount. I had calls right around here that I bought into at around $310 a piece. That spiked at over $10, right? A 3x trade in 30 minutes. Meanwhile, we're waiting all day for this to recover. Stop waiting. Take advantage of these short moves. Get in, get out. If you want to buy and hold equity, bro, you better just wait this shit out because it is not worth it. There's not a single stock on my watch list that is worth buying right now at the price it's at, thinking it's going to recover. Because if anything, we can show you that stocks do not have to recover. If you bought Shopify at $1,600 a share, you are not recovering, right? You might get small gains, excited over 4 or 5%. For Shopify to get to where it was 7 months ago, it has to literally go up 4x, 400% to get there. Now, what are the odds of that happening? All-time highs. I don't know. Not good. I promise you that. Amazon is about to have a stock split. Amazon is still also trading fairly low from its all-time highs, like $1,000 down from 52, more than that, $1,300 a share down from where it was at. And Amazon has had great days. These days for options traders are phenomenal, right? You own Amazon at $3,000 a share, you're going to be waiting a little while to get your money back. So what do you do with your equity? I don't have an answer for that because I don't feel like any of this is really in a position to continue an uptrend yet. I feel like anything that you put money into right now is probably still going to bleed out for a little while longer. We really need to see the market have a solid recovery. S&P up, Dow Jones Industrial up, the NASDAQ up. Continuous momentum, not these big rug pulls. Until then, I would keep your cash active. I would heavily suggest learning how to profit on both sides of the market. Now, if you're in a 401k, there's nothing you can do about it. Your money is just where it is, and it's probably just going to bleed out until it doesn't anymore. But if you have any control over your money or your investment account, play both sides. That's my advice to you right now. Be careful. Get in, get out, don't hold on to nothing, and trust nothing. Because if these days tell us anything, it's that the range is the range, and the market gives no F's about your analysis. So, if you want to learn more about options trading, you want to learn more about day trading, check out the links below in the description of this video. You can open yourself up a cash account with Webull, TD Ameritrade. You can open up an account with Robinhood if you so choose. There are more restrictions on there. TD has been the one that I have been trading with the most. Webull I do like for charting over TD. It's just my personal preference. But if you'd like to learn how to make money in a bear market and a bull market and a bull market, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. See you guys tomorrow.